Hello and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Lisa and I post videos about my small business. I mainly make jewelry for my small business, but I also have a lot of other different types of creations on my website. So if that is something that you would like to check out, I'm going to be leaving the link to my shop in the description box down below. My website has been up and running for 6 years, so throughout these years I have made a lot of autumn inspired pieces. But every single year I like to make a new batch of lots of different products. So as we are now approaching autumn 2026, I wanted to once again get creative and make some pieces that are a little bit different from what I've previously made. When I think of autumn, I think of hot drinks because autumn really is the start of cozy season. So for today's first piece, I want to make a bracelet using coffee bean beads. Let's get started on creating this piece. I have all of my tools, well, not all of my tools, but all of the tools that I will be needing to make this collection, all crammed in this box. And of course I have my measuring tape, which is extremely important for me when I'm making jewelry. I've brought everything into this room because I'm not in my usual jewelry making room. All of the supplies that I will be needing. These are the coffee bean beads. The idea is just to wire each one of these beads and to connect all of the beads together and make a simple coffee bean bracelet. Also thinking about adding some different beads. Like for example, I have these wooden beads. I feel like that could go well with the coffee bean theme. These brown drops, they're like kind of iridescent. I also have these clear beads which could resemble the hot water for the coffee. I could also add some pearls. Lots of different choices. I'm still working out what I want to use, but I'm going to start with wiring all of the coffee beans. I normally only stock about 1 to 7 of each item on my website. I think it's really nice to have limited edition products because it makes the products on my website feel more special, and you might end up getting a bracelet from my website that I've only made one of, and then you'll be the only person who owns that type of bracelet. For this coffee bean bracelet, judging by the amount of beads I have, I'll probably only be able to make about 3 of these bracelets. And if they do well, then I might end up buying more of these beads so that I can make more of the bracelets. But we'll see. These beads could also pass as cacao beans. This is the progress that I've made so far with the coffee bean bracelet. I'm not sure if I like these little drops. The reason why I added the drops is because I wanted them to give the bracelet some more detail, but also I wanted these brown drops to represent the coffee itself, like the liquid, and I wanted these white drops to represent milk. But I don't think that it's obvious that that is what these drops represent, and I think that it would be better to remove them. This is the behind the scenes reality of making new products for a website. Sometimes I end up making things and I just don't like the way that they turn out. Sometimes ideas just look better in my head. I already know it's going to look great with just the coffee beans, but I really wanted to see if I was going to like it even more with these drop beads. But I didn't. This shouldn't take too long because there aren't that many on this bracelet. Okay, so this is the extension chain that I'm going to use. This definitely needs to be measured first so that I can figure out how long the extension chain needs to be. Just removed one of the coffee beans because it turned out a little bit too long. And now it is the perfect length. I need to add the clasp and I'm going to add some extension chain as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Recently made a jewelry making video titled Making Beaded Necklaces Inspired by the Seasons, and this was a necklace that I made for autumn. I really like making beaded necklaces. They are just so fun to make, and you can use a lot of beads when you make these types of necklaces in comparison to wired bead necklaces. So after I made that jewelry making video with all of the beaded necklaces, it really inspired me to make more beaded necklaces. As I've already made this beaded necklace inspired by autumn, I was really thinking of what type of necklace I could make that could follow the autumn theme without looking too much like this one. So I was looking through my charm collection, and I have to show you this charm that I found because it is so cute. And I've already made a necklace using this pendant on my website, but it's just a plain necklace with a silver chain. I've got a lot of these pendants, so I was thinking about making a beaded necklace using it. And here is the pendant. I don't know if you can see that clearly, but it is a hedgehog. I think that it is so perfect for this autumn collection. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to incorporate the orange color that is on the hedgehog in the beads that are on the necklace. And I'm going to kind of tie everything together like that, and I really hope that it will turn out looking cute. This is the beading wire that I like to use. This beading wire is 7 strands combined into one, so it is incredibly durable, which is the most important thing when making beaded necklaces. This is what the necklace is looking like. I still have to add the clasp and the extension chain. It's got a lot of little orange beads and yellow beads as well. And I think that it's really tying in with the pendant, which I'm super happy about because that was the goal. I ended up using silver metal because I wanted to match the silver metal on the hedgehog pendant, but if you're somebody who only wears gold jewelry, I think that you could get away with wearing silver beaded necklaces because you can't really see the metal color. It's only at the back. And as for the pendant is mostly enamel in the front. It's only if you turn it around, then you can see that it's silver. I really like how this necklace is looking so far, so I'm going to go ahead and finish it off. This is the extension chain that I'm going to be using. I'm going to add about 4 inches. And for the end of the extension chain, I'm going to add this bead. This necklace is completely finished. I'm going to try to find as many autumn inspired beads as I can. So I'm going to be looking for red, yellow and orange beads. Then I'm going to try to turn all of these beads into a very autumn inspired bracelet. Can't wait to see how it turns out. these are the beads that I've wired, and I went ahead and connected them all together. Now I want to add some more details to this bracelet. I really want this bracelet to have all of the autumn colors. This is the progress so far. I found these leaves in my bead box that I thought were perfect for the autumn theme because they're basically leaves that have lost all of their color, which is perfect because that's what happens in autumn. All of the leaves lose their color and start falling off the trees. So far I've only added 2, but I'm going to add them all across this bracelet. And between the leaves, I plan on adding some drop beads. All of the leaves have been added, and now it's time to add the brown drops. I just added 1 brown drop, and I really don't like how low it hangs. Like, I think I have to basically remove 2 of these and just attach it directly onto this part. I really don't know how to explain it, but you'll see what I mean. So I'm going to repeat this with all of these. Really excited to post this, and I hope that there are going to be other people who like this bracelet. I've made lots of like Halloween themed earrings and autumn inspired necklaces, but never anything autumn as a bracelet. Just going to make sure that all of the beads are facing the right way. I think I might have messed up the bead layout. It's definitely not right because we've got these 2 beads that are very close to each other, and I know that the original bead layout did not look like that. Went ahead and fixed it. I don't know if you can tell, but some of the beads have been moved around, and now we have this orange bead right in the center, and this is the only orange bead that I've added to this bracelet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another orange bead at the end of the extension chain so that there really will be 2 of everything. And I think it's going to look good. So it's time to finish off this bracelet with some chain and with a clasp as well. I really want to make a pair of earrings because I have not made a single pair of earrings in this video. I have these pumpkin beads and I have been waiting for autumn to use them. So I'm planning on making a pair of pumpkin earrings. But the thing is, I already have a pair of pumpkin earrings on my website, so I don't want them to be exactly the same. And I've decided to make this pair with gold hoops instead of earring hooks so that they'll be a little bit different from the ones that I've already made in my shop. That is the plan, and we'll see how they turn out. So let me show you the beads I want to use for this pair of earrings. Please feel free to comment down below and let me know which piece was your favorite from today's video. Personally, I would say that my favorite piece was the coffee bean bracelet, just because it's a very unique piece and I've never seen anything like it before. That is all for today. If you enjoyed watching this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss any of my future small business videos. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.